What if you could join a mastermind group of people who had the same goals as you and share tips with them? What would that do for your business? So I'm just out walking the Kensington Gardens, Kensington Palace and Hyde Park, and I thought I'd do a quick video. And I'm going to talk about the power of the mastermind group and where I first learned or discovered about the power of them. So you don't know, my name's Ed McQuaid, and I've been part of various mastermind groups over the years. I first learned about them working with the likes of Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Bob Proctor, and some of they all had in common is they all had a Mastermind Alliance, a mastermind group. So I'm down in London today with my peers, IT Nation, and it got me thinking last night, because I've been part of this group for years. I thought I'm just going to share some sort of ideas of what it's like. I'm going to share around the teachings of Napoleon Hill, because that's where I first discovered the power of mastermind. Can't underestimate the power of it. And what Napoleon Hill has to say on mastermind groups is really important, because Hill wrote and taught extensively for decades throughout his career. He was a huge advocate of the mastermind group as a way of taking your personal and your professional life to that next level. He first wrote about the Mastermind Alliance back in 1928 and not 1937, as most people think and grow rich. So that's nearly 100 years ago. And the idea of the mastermind group still flourishes today. Why does he call it a mastermind alliance compared to the more modern phrase of the mastermind group, what we know today? Because Hill originally said that when two people come together, a third mind, the mastermind, was created. And to him, it was a separate force in the conversation and had an energetic stroke spiritual connotation. And over the past sort of 85 years, it's morphed into what we now know as the mastermind group. But the meaning and the underlying principles are still exactly the same today. So it was back in 1928 in The Law of Success that most people think that the mastermind group was written about by. But nearly 10 years earlier than that, he wrote The Laws of Success. And that's when he first started talking about the mastermind. And he said it was about a friendly alliance of people to support one another with their plans. In The Law of Success, Hill also goes on to talk about another element of the mastermind group. He talks about the group helps organise useful knowledge and ultimately create like a virtual encyclopedia from which each member of the group can draw on new information, new ideas. Then back in 1930, I think it was what was it called? I think it was the Magic Ladder to Success, I think. And Hill continues through his thoughts on the mastermind in the ladder of success. And he talks about the process of mind blending here and described a mastermind. And he said it may be likened to the act of one who connects many electric batteries together to a single transmission wire and thereby stepping up the power, the voltage, passing over that line, the amount of energy that the batteries can carry. And he likens that to the mind in terms of through the thought principle. Each mind through the thought principle can carry more chemistry, more stimulation to all the other minds in the group, charging that boost to everybody else. He also goes on in Think and Grow Rich in 1937. He starts talking about something called a Mastermind Alliance. And he goes on to describe a mastermind group as a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose. And Napoleon Hill feels really strongly about this because he says that we must maintain perfect harmony between yourself and every member of your mastermind group. And if you fail to carry out this instruction, he also goes on to say that if you don't carry out instruction out to the letter, you expect to meet failure because the mastermind principle cannot be obtained if there isn't perfect harmony. You're not going to prevail. And that's a really strong message that Hill's talking about. And I think it's something you've really got to take ownership of and think about, because what I think and what I take from that and his teachings, and for me, what I get from our mastermind groups is we're always making sure that we've got a business plan in place and there's a leadership plan in place, there's a legacy plan in place. All of our 4 plans tie into our sort of legacy. What do we want from the business, the purpose, all on developing our people and supporting our customers. And the mastermind holds you accountable. And I think part of the mastermind we're part of, we've got businesses that are half the size of us, quadruple the size, triple. There's businesses a lot bigger than us, a lot smaller. But I think it fast tracks us, not just years, but sometimes even decades. We're learning ideas that businesses have done through acquisition, through merger, through bringing different products and services on. The big thing we're down in London for at the moment is things have changed, cyber attacks are way up. As a collective of companies, we've got to do things differently. So we're coming together to create new ideas, new products, new services, and also speak to the government around helping with legislation to change what's going on out there, because we've got to do things differently. So my top tip on why I'm sharing this is you don't have to travel all the way to London to be part of the mastermind group, but it will change your life if you do find a group of people who have share the same goals and have a similar sort of purpose to you, because we've got great groups in Hull. You've got the likes of Troy Bowles, Business Culture, fantastic group. He does masterminds. You got likes of FEO, they do masterminds. Got likes of V&I. So my challenge to you is go get out of your comfort zone and go find a mastermind group. Go find a group of people who share similar interests, similar goals, and I promise you it'll change your life. So stay on, check it out. Much love. Big soon.